Hello guys, NautoAce here, and this is actually a follow-up to my extensively thoughts on Nintendo Switch. And the reason I'm doing a follow-up, or let's just say a part 2, is after doing that video, there were more things that I didn't think about it until now. After watching other people's video about it, even talking to my friend about it, I'm like, wow, I didn't think of that until now. Excuse me. So basically, one major thing I kind of overshot, I can't believe I did it, but it makes sense, is during that reveal trailer, you see people playing are young adults, not kids, young adults. So basically, you might say a general consumer who's not into the marketing, you don't probably understand what I'm saying. Like, okay, I don't get it. Why? So what's the big deal? Why does it have to be young adult? Why can't it be kids? Why can't it be your grandpa, your grandma, etc., etc., etc.? So basically, people who grew up, the whole point is that a lot of these, you have to think, a lot of these adults, chances are, they were an 80s kid. They were probably my age. I'm in my mid 30s. Who grew up in the 80s, grew up with Nintendo, know the history of Nintendo, that's why they support Nintendo. That's the reason. Those are your audience who's going to support you the most. Not the kids. Kids this generation, believe it or not, sadly to say, they're not into Nintendo consoles. I'm not kidding. I have talked to kids, in today's year, kids. I say, hey, you have heard about Nintendo? I've heard about the Wii U. And all they say was, no, you know what? I like to play Minecraft in my iPad. That's my favorite game. Like, they play iPad game. They play Minecraft. I mean, heck, they enjoy watching PewDiePie. You get the idea there. So they're not the target audience or the main target. The target audience here are the hardcore OG gamer who grew up in the 80s. That's why it's a big deal that this console was targeted to. It's a console, it's a hybrid, but they said it's a console first. Nintendo console that is catering to the adults. Then you might say, as a general consumer, well, I thought Nintendo's a kid and family friendly company. Sort of, they are, but the market it's on the 3DS. That's the reason why they also did a 2DS, emulating the tablet. I mean, they kind of did that with the Wii U. That's the reason the game Wii Pad. But the problem is that the technology just wasn't there. It really couldn't compete with an iPad or iPhone tablet games. It failed. That's the reason why. And most people who bought the Nintendo Wii U was to play a Nintendo game, like the hardcore games. So, and if you notice that in the Wii U, they were trying to market it first. Well, the Wii U, they were trying to market it in the beginning was to the casual audience and to the hardcore, both of them. Because in the Wii era, what people don't know, that the Wii was very, very targeted. The target audience there was the casual. You saw it. Kids holding the Wiimote, the grandpa, the middle-aged parent, rather than the young adult who grew up playing video game, who knows about Nintendo. That was what the Wii is. And sad to say, whether you believe it or not, Nintendo did forsaken the hardcore during the Wii era. Yeah, there's some hardcore games such as Smash Bros. Brawl, Super Mario Galaxy, which is one of the best one in my opinion, better than Sunshine, The Legend of Zelda The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Yes, I bought the one for the HD for the Wolf Link. I don't know why. I just love that game. It's the only game I like. It's so weird, and I finished it for the second time. I even have like 3 versions of that. Weird. Anyway, you get the idea what I'm trying to say. It was mostly for the casual. When they go to the Wii U, they were trying to do both because they felt bad. Oh, we forsaken the hardcore. That didn't work because of the problem. They couldn't make games. They couldn't target both audience. They were having a hard time trying to put a lot of this feature in one. Thus, the price went up. And, of course, you know what happened to the history of Wii U. Now with the Nintendo Switch, they're only focusing to the one market, and I agree with it, to the young adults who grew up with Nintendo. So think of it this way. The Nintendo Switch is for the adults, while the Nintendo 3DS, even though there's adults playing the game because there's some games, it's meant for the kid. You kind of notice in the trailer. I mean, well, maybe the teaser trailer, there was no mention of Pokemon. That's for kids. Mario Brothers, it's a little somewhere in the middle. I mean, it is towards kids, but it's a game for adults. Because, come on, it's Mario. Oh, maybe a game from Disney. That's why kids like Disney. You know, hey, I might not be a Disney fan, but a young kid that's right now, maybe. Again, Yokai Watch. Again, another game for a kid. So that's meant for the 3DS, and that's targeted for kids. So the way I see this is my hypothesis. For the Wii U, sad to say, that's done. No more Wii U. No more Wii U. I don't think they're not going to support Wii U anymore. I'm just going to guess, I'm hopefully crossing my finger that there will be a add-on device to put it on the Nintendo Switch, the docking part, to have backwards compatibility. That's just my guess. But for the Nintendo Switch, it's for adults. For the kids, the 3DS. I think that makes more sense. That's just my hypothesis. Okay, the second most big one is, oh my god, they went back to cartridge. No. It may be cartridge, but they're using a game card. A game card, what people don't understand is, it's a dedicated game SD card. Maybe it's proprietary, but it works. And a friend of mine basically even told me that, hey, guess what? There's now a new SD card that can hold more space than a Blu-ray. I didn't even know that, and I'm a tech geek. So, and again, another advantage is there's no install system, install game like Blu-rays. That's one of the problems with the PS4 is that why have a disc but you have to install the game in order to make it run? It sucks. You don't need to. Now you can run on the game card because it's not reading something. It's a RAM, not a ROM. And then you can probably save it on the disc. Or if not, maybe a memory card. And the third one my friend basically said was maybe interesting is one of the storage is you can store it to an SD card. If that's true, man, no thank you for external hard drive. I can just buy me a 4 terabyte SD card. Yes, they do exist somewhere. And if not, just have some. And again, the game's maybe not big. Who knows? So, yeah. The way they meant cartridges, it's again better. It's not like the N64, those bulky things that cost a lot of money. No, this is not probably going to cost a lot. So, there you go. So, that's my follow-up on Nintendo Switch. Like, the thing I didn't mention, the main one, I can't believe it with that 40 hours. But these are like the more important points I should have given my thoughts on. So, with that, thanks for listening.